Hello children, today we are going to learn about how Tenali Rama became a jester. Now who is Tenali Rama? He is a comedian, he is a poet in the court of Krishna Deva Raya. He is very intelligent, okay? He helps the king to solve many problems and all. Now let us see how he became a jester. A jester means a comedian in the court. In South India, in a South Indian village called Tenali, there lived a clever boy. His name was Rama. So you see, his name was Rama, not Tenali. Tenali is the name of his place. Okay. Once a wandering sage saw him and liked his looks and clever ways. So, children, the sage sends him to a temple, giving him a mantra to recite at the temple at night. Okay, he says that see, you are very lazy, Rama, so you have to acquire some powers from goddess Devi, and you should go to the temple and pray there and get the boon from her. Boon means wish. Okay, the blessings from her. So, and you will acquire special powers, okay, from the goddess. So he goes there and recites the mantra. The goddess appears. Okay, now the goddess appears and she asks, okay, Tenali, you may ask what you want. So Tenali says, goddess, I am really charmed by looking at you. He was not frightened. Okay, he was not frightened. The Devi was surprised because usually anybody who sees goddess Mahakali, they get frightened because of her very so many faces and so many weapons and all. Okay. Um, but this boy, Rama, was not at all frightened. He suddenly has this confusion and he asks her a question. So the sage saw him, okay, and liked his looks and clever ways. He taught him a prayer and told him, go to goddess Kali temple one night and recite these words 3 million times. She will appear before you and give you whatever you ask for. So the Tenali Rama did the same. Okay, Rama went to Kali temple outside his village and did as he was told by the sage. Okay, now what happens? The goddess appeared before him with her several faces and two hands, only two hands. Okay, when the boy looked at her appearance, he was frightened. He wasn't frightened. He wasn't frightened. He began laughing. Angry goddess asked him, why are you laughing at me? Rama answered, oh mother, look at this. Oh mother, we humans have lot of trouble wiping our noses when we catch a cold, though we have two hands and only one nose. If you, with your many faces, catch a cold, how will you manage with just two hands for all the noses? Look at this, children. See, she has many faces, okay, but only two hands. So this boy got the doubt that, okay, if we get the cold and this thing, okay, what happens? We wipe our nose always, running nose, isn't it? We wipe our nose, we rub it, and we are so much in trouble when we catch a cold. So Rama was so doubtful. What will the goddess do? Because she has many faces, isn't it? And only two hands. How can you manage your noses? So many noses you have. Huh? So, what are you going to do? So, at this question, goddess started laughing. Okay, goddess started laughing and she told Rama that Yeah, since you laughed at me. Actually, she got furious. The goddess was furious. Furious means angry, okay? Since you laughed at me, see, you are a boy and you are laughing at me, the goddess. Huh? So she told, you laughed at me, you will be a Vikata Kavi, a jester. Just a poet, comic poet, a clown, okay? Kavi means poet. So she, instead of blessing him with the big things, she cursed him. Okay, curse means uh, wishing something bad. So she was angry because this boy laughed at the Devi. Now look what at her this point of curse. Again, Tenali Rama was not excited. He said, "Oh, oh, Vikatakavi, that's terrific. It is a palindrome," replied Rama. What is palindrome, children? Palindrome means you read from left to right or from right to left the same word or the sentence. It sounds the same. Look at this. Here, V, Ka, Ta, Ka, V. Okay. Now, look, if we read from this side, V, Ka, Ta, Ka, V. Same, no? So, he suddenly caught the word. He catched the word and he told this, pointed this word to Devi that it is a palindrome. Look at this. It's so nice. Huh? This word is so nice. So goddess was pleased by Rama's cleverness. That saw a joke in even in a curse. Everyone will be like, if somebody is cursing you, somebody wishing bad for you, then what will you do? You will suddenly hold your breath and think about it, right? But this person, Rama, is not at all excited about anything. Okay, he finds this small jokes in everything. Looking at goddess Mahakali, he is not frightened. Again, he finds that joke of that nose. Okay, and the just a minute, children, just a minute. And even in such situation, he finds fun in everything, isn't it? So she was amused. Who was amused? The goddess was amused. And she told, okay, she at once became calm and said, you will be a Vikata Kavi. You will be a Vikata Kavi. I have already given you that wish for you, but you will be a jester to a king. She told, you will be a jester to a king. That means, jester means a person who amuses people at the king's court. Okay, so he became a jester in the king's court of Krishna Deva Raya of Vijayanagara. Which place is that? Vijayanagara. The famous king Krishna Deva Raya is a very famous king. Okay, children, became in the court of the king Krishna Deva Raya.